evening rockers. Vegas Rock Goddess here on the rocks. Total entertainment. Coming to you live from somewhere off the Las Vegas Strip. Today, I am interviewing one of my favorite bands, Blacklist Union. If you don't know who they are, let me tell you something. We're going to find out the lowdown on this band. So stay tuned. Tony's coming in, so let's get him in. Hey, Tony. Hey. I can't hear you. Turn your mic on.
You can hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
All right, cool.
Hey, thanks for coming on.
Yes, thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm great. Let me tell you, I am a huge fan of your.
Nice. Thank you.
I love Horns and Halos. Oh my gosh. I was watching the videos today. I mean,
Yeah.
who directs your videos?
Oh my God. I mean, Thomas Crane is his name. He's done our first few last videos, or our last video, several videos, 6 I think now, and I love working with him. He's so creative, and like, you know, he really puts art in it. Like, he's like almost like it's like film, like old school film in his video, you know, and he's got just a great touch. He's so such a pleasure to work with, and like I love working with him. I highly recommend him for anything, you know.
Yeah,
So
his visualization of your band is absolutely amazing.
thank you so much.
Yeah. So hey, you're on tour. You're about ready to hit another leg of this tour, right?
Well, we had to switch some gears, and we just did a bunch some dates in Arizona and New Mexico, and then we had Viper Room last week, and then the June 22nd we have Bar Sinister, which I love, and I'm really excited about that. Like, that's a legendary. It's like the last debaucherous, you know, rock and roll club in LA. I think, you know, that's legit. You know, I love that place, and they always treat us really well there. And we got, you know, KLOS behind us, you know, the radio station. It's going to be good. And then we have the Crew Fest July 27th, which is always good at the Whiskey. So those are our LA dates. Then we have some more dates with Texas Hippie Coalition. Again, we're going to go back out with them. So
great band. Great.
Yeah.
Bands. But that's great. You guys have a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, thank you.
Are you continuously writing? Are you back in the studio getting ready for some more material? What's up?
Yeah, so we've demoed like 9 songs for the new record. You know, it'll have like, we usually do 10 originals, maybe a couple covers, you know. And yeah, I'm really excited about we put this one new song in our set. It's called Mississippi Moonhound. And I love that one. That's one of my favorites. And then of course Horns and Halos is in the set, you know.
Yeah, I love that. Like, you know, another Dirty Halo is like one of my favorites, you know.
Yeah.
Of course. But you know, I saw your footage from the Whiskey. Man, that place is killer, isn't it, to play?
Oh yeah, I love that place, you know. And Mario Maglieri, may he rest in peace, you know, who used to own it and own the Rainbow and stuff. Like, I was very close to him, you know, when I was younger and stuff, and I loved him very much. You know, he was a really good dude, and I'm always honored to play there, you know.
Yeah, you guys are really busy. You're on the road, on the fast track, which is great because you guys are all over, man.
Nice. That's great. That's good to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
We're not going away, and like, you know, I want to fucking rock. Like, it's like, let's rock this shit, you know. Like, when I grew up, man, like, you know, I wanted to walk away saying wow, you know, and like fucking, you know, like Turbo Negro did that for me. Like Hank, when Hank was in Turbo Negro, man, I saw them a few times, and a lot of punk rock did that for me when I was younger. GBH was a huge influence on me, you know, and but I'm all over the spectrum, you know, but like I grew up with a lot of punk rock and a lot of rock. So, you know, that's what we do, like a mixture, you know. But then we have the fucking the Mother Love Bone side, which I'm a huge Andy Wood,
Yeah,
student,
for
So
sure. But you're from East Coast, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you got the East Coast rocker, man. I'm telling you. To me, you got that New York Dolls kind of like vibe, which is great. I love it. Uh,
Nice. Thank you.
I'm a huge fan of music from the East Coast. And right now, I'm not saying rock's making a comeback, but it's hitting hard, dude. You guys are right in it at the right
Nice.
time.
Beautiful. Thank you for telling me that today. You just made my fucking day.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, being in a fan, as well as a rock journalist, let me tell you, we want original material.
fuck yeah.
We're sick now.
Dude,
We're sick
yeah.
of cover bands, man. Like I love them. I get it. It's they're making a dollar. That's great. I have some, friends here in
Me
Vegas.
too. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand. I know, but yeah,
It's
I know
not
that's
live, upfront, in your face rock and roll, man. Nothing like it.
yeah. I agree. One of my biggest influences is besides of course Mother Love Bone was do you know who Warrior Soul is? And then, of course Turbo Negro, Warrior Soul, I love them too. Because they kind of captured the spirit of punk rock with real rock and roll, like street rock, like not pussy rock,
No,
whatever that might be for whoever, but
right. But we go back, if we go back to like the late 70s, early 80s of the Ramones. I
fuck
mean,
yeah, I'm a huge Ramones fan.
Ramones were they were the pace setters for really what's going on right now in rock.
Wow, that's beautiful. Because Dee Dee, I got to know Dee Dee the last few years of his life because my friends played with him. So that's how I got to know Dee Dee. And he was the most beautiful, humble, non-rock star dude. And he was like a dude, he was like a 8-year-old kid trapped in a man's body. And I remember like he was playing one night. I'm singing the songs. And I'm like, those aren't the words. And then he got lost in the parts and shit. And I thought it was so punk rock because he wrote the songs, and then he forgot the words and lost in the parts. And he said something to me, and then 2 weeks later he was gone. But I loved him so much. He was such a sweet man, and to know him the way I did, like that's such a blessing. So,
Yeah, I mean those early days of the 70s and 80s rock are making a comeback. That whole sound, that fresh rock and roll in your face sound, which you guys have. I mean, it's incredible. People in this town, at least in Vegas, I think really all over the country, from fans that I've talked to,
yeah.
really want in your face rock and roll back, man. We want to see guitar strings breaking.
So we're banned from Vamp. We've been banned from there for like 10 years over some drama I had with a girl that some guy got involved with and got in the girl's ear. And which and Danny's cool. I've met him a bunch, and even Chips Enough and Steven Adler advocated for me, and but we've been banned from there. But now I kind of like it, so whatever. That's fine. I mean, I never, you know,
Right. I hear
I
you.
have nothing against them. I have nothing against them. I think that's a killer club. I love to play there. We might charge them a little extra next time, or the first time because we've been banned. But
But yeah, I'd
I
love
like,
you guys play Vegas. Come back.
yeah, well, we should.
Definitely. Vegas would love to, I'd love to see this band live. As a vocalist, you have a strong stage presence. And I mean, yeah, God, I'd love to see you guys live out here.
Thank you so much.
So, what are some of your rock heroes, Tony? What are some
Some
of
of my
your
what?
rock heroes?
Andy Wood is my muse from Mother Love Bone, and of course, I mean the Ramones, Turbo Negro, Warrior Soul, like I mentioned. I mean, but when I was 5, like, I asked my uncle, I was living in the Bronx. I lived in, I was like, who's that girl in that picture? And he's like, that's no girl, that's David Bowie. And my life was never the same. Well, that moment was oh, well, that's what I'm going to do, So,
Yeah, Iggy Pop too, man. Great
Yeah.
performer. He's still killing it too.
Fuck
He's
yeah.
up there, man.
We went and saw him at the where the fuck did we see him at the Palladium? And like 2 years ago, he was great. Duff was on bass and Chad from the Chili Peppers on drums. I forget who was on guitar, but it was a kill. I mean, it was packed and it was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad to see him still out there,
Yeah.
putting it in because we love to see him perform live as well.
Yeah.
What are some
Iggy.
of what are some of the places, Tony, that you guys would like to play that you haven't played yet?
Um, I mean, I always have dreams that well, I've had, because I've that's a whole other rabbit hole, but I've had visions of like playing Madison Square Garden or the Forum for sure. You know.
Yeah, I mean that's always on a bucket list. Now, have you guys have played overseas too, right?
No, we're gonna do that this year though, in the UK. Yeah,
Yeah, the UK is a great spot for you guys to hit, man.
I know, I know. We've been trying to get over there for years. It almost happened a couple of times, and we really want to get there. So we have fans there, and then what you call it, like the Netherlands, like where Turbo Negro's from, like Finland and Norway, and no, Turbo Negro's from Norway, but there's Finland also, where Hanoi Rocks, of course, is from. Um,
Yeah, I mean, Australia is an amazing. They love metal, man.
yeah, yeah. And I'm a huge Rose Tattoo fan, from Australia, and of course the Bee Gees, In Excess. I mean, there's Australia's got some great music.
Yeah, they do for sure. So,
AC fucking AC.
do you do a lot of your own writing, Tony, or does your whole band kind of contribute to your writing?
I write with different people. The Letters from the Psych Ward record I wrote with our producer after Todd Youth died, because me and him wrote the record prior. But the new song, Horns and Halos, I actually wrote with Paul Crosby, who's my manager, and the drummer from Saliva, who's been my friend for years. And so, I like to write, I like to collaborate. You know, uh, a lot of times I'll get a song or an arrangement out, and usually like I come up with the melody first, and I have lots of journals and lyrics, and apply it. Like so, that's been the process lately. And then you know more back in the day, writing in the rehearsal room, like it's kind of different now. So, but it's fine. It's got to adapt. So
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just between your first records and this new release, leveled up, man. I mean, totally. I mean, I can't wait to see you perform this stuff live.
yeah, yeah. I love playing live. I mean, we bring it live. Like it's all about live. That's one thing Andy Wood, is big on too. Like, the fucking Temple of the Dog reached down and picked the crowd up. Like, that's about, Andy. That was his theory.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, getting that interaction with the crowd just makes you want to rock harder, man.
Fuck yeah.
For
You
sure.
know, we're trying to do some direct support. Well, that's what we're doing. We're doing direct support, for Texas Hippie Coalition. We're trying to get some other dates and stuff because, that's our position. We just want to get in front of people. So,
Yeah.
you know,
And
and rock their shit.
exactly, for sure, man. I just want to thank Shauna O'Donnell. I'm good friends with her, and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you guys are great. Like,
Yeah. Thank you so much.
yeah, what is like your okay? So you're going on tour. You're kind of recording some new stuff, right? Kind of off, or
We're recording what?
are you recording some new stuff as we speak, or
Yeah, yeah. We like I said, we're like 9 songs into demos, and they're pretty much done. We still got a little bit of work to do, but we got some good work in the can.
oh,
So
that's great. See,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
looking forward to hearing that for sure.
yeah,
Now,
yeah.
before I let you go, hey, what was the first concert you ever went to as a kid?
AC/DC for those about to rock tour.
I think I saw that same tour. That was great, man, with the cannons.
Fuck yeah. I was a little kid. I fucking jumped out of my skin when they lit those cannons off and shit. I was with my uncle. But
Oh, yeah, I got hit over the head with the Jack Daniels bottle from the upper balcony. That was fun.
no, at that show.
At that show. I'm just standing there. All of a sudden, I get hit. Like it was like way up there. Whoever
Oh,
that empty bottle, man, they knew what they were doing.
what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one of my crazy stories. But
I think part of if I'm not mistaken, the for those about to rock video partly was filmed from the footage from those shows. And then my friend Casey Chaos, he sings in this band Amen. You know, he's got the hat that Brian Johnson wore like during that time and in those videos. I was like, ooh, you know,
oh,
I was like, that's fucking rad.
yeah,
So
you want to
I
keep?
love it.
I didn't keep the Jack Daniels bottle, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
I did have a lump for about 2 weeks, but that was okay. I
Oh, yikes. Fuck, I'm
lived the
sorry.
rock and roll lifestyle, so I'm still here.
Nice, nice. And you're in Vegas, right?
Decades later.
Yeah, yeah. So you know Sally?
Yeah, Sally Steele.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
Sally. Yeah.
she's great.
Nice. Yeah, yeah.
Run into her quite often out and about. She just had a big award show for Vegas
Yeah.
Rock. Yeah, I covered that. She's great. She's got the history. Let me tell you,
Yeah, yeah.
for sure.
I like her. Yeah.
Lets you go, Tony, because I know you're super busy. Why don't you
Yeah.
tell the fans where they can find your socials and your music at?
I mean, we're not hard to find, you know, just Google Blacklist Union. We're on everything, you know, all the platforms and um the Instagram is Blacklist Union official and I mean, we're on all that stuff. So blacklistunion.com, of course, you can get like we have deals on, you know, because Letters from the Psych War was actually our fifth, you know, full length record, you know. Um so we're going on the sixth. So, but they fucking rock.
Now, how about, are you guys on TikTok?
We are, but we need to be better with that. I have to ask my 11-year-old daughter to help me.
Yeah, let me tell you, TikTok right now is the
Yeah,
hottest platform for bands right now.
no.
I mean, it's crazy. And you know, the algorithms have changed. So just make sure when you are posting stuff, put rock for you, metal for you, rock and roll, you
Yeah,
know, certain keywords that's going to keep you in the loop.
right, right,
It's yeah, that's great. I just
right
love it.
on.
But thank you so much, Tony, for coming on the rocks.
Yeah, you're
I'll
welcome.
a follow-up interview with you guys later. Then
Sure.
see what's going on. Thanks to Shauna O'Donnell.
Yeah,
Love,
we love Sheila.
and we'll talk soon. So definitely keep in touch. Anything I can do for you guys, let me know.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
And be careful on the road. We'll
All
see
right, all right, take care, huh?
you. Bye-bye. Wow, Tony West, great guy. Blacklist Union. If you don't know who this band is, go to Spotify.com. Blacklist Union. These guys are great. Horns and Halos and many other fabulous hits. This is Vegas Rock Goddess on the Rocks, total entertainment. Make sure you like and subscribe to On the Rocks because you never know who I'll be talking to next.